We had big trees here, and now we have smaller boles. So there's a transition that occurred. But one thing that's extremely important to reinforce, what this has done is allowed us to think much more broadly about how we value what's around us.
When the Parks Department went into the venture of redoing the whole area here, we found from a consultant report there was a few trees that had to be taken down. And we figured it was a shame to take down some of these majestic trees and put them through the wood chipper. So one of the ideas we had was to give them to some craftsmen, artisans to give them their second life with these bowls. And what we ended up doing was give it to the Woodturners Guild, and they took a portion of the wood that they took out and made these lovely bowls, which the mayor is going to be using for gifts for dignitaries and whatnot in the future. So they could end up anywhere in the world, which is always a nice thing to have from Prince George. And one of the things that we wanted to make sure happen is that, again, these trees get their second life so that they are happening and being appreciated for a long time.
My understanding is those elms were at the end of their lifespan anyway. I know a lot of people were concerned when they saw the trees coming down, but they had to come down for safety issues and because the life of the tree had ended. But again, nothing needs to go to waste, obviously. You can turn these elms that grew on the lawn of City Hall for a very long time into some incredible art.
I was one of the guys who took the trees down. It's kind of neat to see like how it can all be turned into something a little more useful. These guys are excellent craftsmen and kind of gives me a bit of incentive to maybe try doing some of this work myself.
Everybody's welcome, and we have a meeting every Thursday night on the website, or it's posted on the website and the address is on there, right? So anyone who's interested in turning, they don't even have to have a lathe, come on out. The wood turning community is actually very open for new wood turners, and it's easy to learn because there's lots of people willing to show you, the different tricks of the trade, right? Usually bowls have to be rough turned first. They have to be turned green because then when they dry, they warp and distort out of shape, and you can't sand them green, right? So then you have to wait till they dry, and then you have to return them and finish them. Right? And of course, there's actually a fair bit of work in preparing just from the raw tree, cutting it up with saws or band saws, getting it into blanks where you can rough turn them, right? So it's a 5 or 6 step process for almost all pieces. And nicer, bigger bowls would run anywhere from 6 to 10 hours, and sometimes a lot more than that if it's a really nice piece.
People have trees at home, don't just throw them out. You can always give them to these gentlemen. They love new hardwood. They love to play with that stuff, and they'll turn them into something beautiful.